On today's video, I'm going to give you guys some updates and I'm going to talk about my first pairing and project in my first season back. What's up guys, and welcome back to Predator BP, the channel that focuses on the hobbyist breeder and keeper of ball pythons. And I tell you what guys, it is so good to be back. I'm really enjoying all that newbie excitement I've got again, starting from the beginning. And I've got some animals on the way that I can't wait to share with you. I've also actually had a few animals already arrive, so I'll be sharing them slowly with you. But on today's video, we're going to focus on the first pairing I'm doing, the project I'm doing. Look at this guys, new microphone. I don't know if you noticed on the last video, I bought this really cheap one, this clip-on one, and the sound wasn't very good. I think this magnetic one seems to be doing much better, and you get two in a pack. So when I go to breeders' facilities, I'm trying to arrange that with a local breeder right now to go over and see their projects. So we got that coming soon. But where I have two mics, it means we can wear one each. So trying to up my game in the technical department a little bit there, guys. So what we're going to do, before we go into talking about my project, let's just take a look at a snake that's been here the whole time, who just is looking awesome and is a prime example of a simple combo really shining through. Let's just take a look at this girl, guys, just to show how simple a combination can just look beautiful, and really why I love this leopard genes so much. Leopard Pastavi, leopard pastel and Mojave. Look at the eye on that animal. Incredible. And just, this is what leopard does. This crazy pattern, the dorsal stripe is awesome. See the Mojave and what it's doing to the alien heads with leopard in this. And then pastel adding what pastel adds. She's incredible. And we have got plans for her. You know, no hets, no recessives involved here, but we are going to use her to create hets for a recessive project. Get some of that leopard in there, get some of that Mojave and pastel. But I just wanted to give you an update on this female. And the interesting thing about her is that I had her father, who I bought from a reptile shop when I was first coming into ball pythons. I ended up moving him on to someone called Daniel McCarthy. I don't know if he's still in the game now, but he produced her from the father, and she's an exact replica of the father. And I remember going in to buy the dad and just loving how he looked. So when Daniel had this female available, and this was when I was kind of winding down to come out, I bought her and had her shipped over because I was just going to keep things small and I was going to stay in, but obviously you know what happened. I ended up leaving, but this girl ended up staying with me, and she's a really decent size now, really strong feeder and awesome. But it's nice to take a look at her, see those awesome tail flicks, tongue flicks. I love how they sense and taste the air. Awesome. And she is awesome. Let me show you another awesome female that has just recently come to us. Still trying to get her settled in, but she is an Enchi Cypress Het Cryptic. Now I need to say a big thank you to Rob Barraclough for pointing me in the direction of Cypress. I've been really reschooling myself on the gene and I really love it. And my man Ben at Infinity Morphs, who's educated me on the whole cryptic, creating kryptons, and cryptic being on the same allele as clown, and the different interactions that happen. You know, I'm really excited to be working with this girl. She actually laid last December, but we'll get her settled in, we'll get her feeding, and we'll see what happens as to how soon I'll start pairing her. But we've got a process now to go through, and once that process is over, we can evaluate how soon we'll be working with her. But I love the Cypress gene and what it does. She's a little bit nervous, as you can see, but she is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah. Enchi Cypress Het Cryptic, and she created a Krypton combo last year, or I think it was the beginning of this year by the time the eggs attached with the previous breeder. But yeah, just one of the new females that's come in here to Predator BP, and I'm really excited to work with Cypress and just get my head around the whole cryptic thing and clown. None of this existed when I was in the hobby before, or I just wasn't aware of it. But yeah, there she is. So let's move on now to talking about my first pairing in my first season. And this was a project that I started before I actually left. I paired a beautiful honeybee female to a pastel clown male. And the pastel clown male had all the attributes and expressions of clown that I like to see. And the honeybee's example of hypo was just amazing, absolutely amazing. So the idea there obviously was to produce some holdbacks that I could then put together once they were ready. So that's what I've got now. I managed to retain a beautiful spider female who is a double het for hypo clown, and she has gone to a male pastel double het hypo clown, and now we're in the process of pairing, and I think she may have ovulated. But let's go take a look at her. There we go, guys, and you can see she's been in a water bowl. She's been doing a lot of cooling. I don't know if she's going into her shed now or whether she's still just cooling, but here she is. This is my spider double het hypo clown female, and she is just awesome. She has a next to no signs of wobble. When she was younger, she used to miss her prey when you fed her, and that's the only time you saw it. She'd always get it, she'd always feed, but she would kind of miss, like she was off target. But you can almost see the hypo shining through here. Doesn't look like your typical spider. It's not darker brown and golden, and she is incredible. Look at that eye. But yeah, a little while back, I thought I saw an ovulation. I think I saw an ovulation. She is looking swelled at the back end, but I never saw tail suck. And tail suck for me is that confirmation that I've definitely seen ovulation. So I'm just going to keep a close eye on her and see if she then goes into a prelay shed, or whether she's just did a build and she's not actually ovulated yet. But she has gone off food, so that is a good sign. I would love for this project obviously to come off. That would be awesome. And she's hiding now, so I think I better put her away. There you go, guys. You can see how just amazing she is. There's just something about her that captivates me, even though she's just spider, just one gene animal, but that she's obviously het for hypo and het for clown. It just seems to be shining through. More so in her than the male. I can't show you the male today because he's deep in shed and he looks just awful. He's all curled up and you just wouldn't want to see him right now. But when you look at him, you just see pastel. I can't really see much of the het shining through on that boy. I'm lucky because I know what these animals are. I produced them myself, but it's kind of fitting that I'm able to come back to this project. I've got my son really involved in it too. And it was interesting because about sort of 4 months ago, something like that, I tried to pair them because I felt that pull coming towards the hobby again, and nothing happened. And I kind of left it. And then this time round, when I paired them together and they locked, that spark just came back in me, and it really catapulted me into wanting to get back into doing all of this. But I'm really excited about this guy. I mean, the chances of hitting, a hypo clown are going to be a long shot using hets, but you never know. Even if I get visual examples of a hypo or visual examples of a clown within this mix, I will be happy. It's about producing some really top quality looking animals where the expressions really come out. So you never know, if the odd gods are with me, I might actually accomplish the goal I set out to achieve. If not, I'll reevaluate and see if we're going to repeat the pairing next year. But I sat down the other day and I writ out my long-term plans for my first season. Obviously I might have 2 pairings, and then what's going to happen with my second season and the animals that I've acquired that are coming in, and what I've got to work with, because I'm going to be staying small. And I was quite happy. I'm going to be doing a lot with the Batman project, So stay tuned for that, and it gives you an idea about what I've got coming in, because I love clown. I've always loved clown. It's been the basis of everything. Leopard, definitely. Hypo. I want to get DG in there. I'm going to work a little bit of pied stuff as well. And I'll show you a pied female that we've also got coming. So that's it, guys. You know, that's my start. This is where my plan's going to be, and I hope some of you will enjoy this journey of watching me get back in. Now, you might remember that I spoke about an incubator and what I was going to do, and I felt like I couldn't make one or trust myself to make one at the moment, so I went out and bought one. So let's just show you this white python one that I've acquired that I'm running tests on. And just a little update, guys. So I bought the white python incubator in the end. You can see it quickly in here. I'm going to do a full review on this. I'm just running some tests. I'm also just trying to work out what egg boxes are going to be best suited. These shelves all come out, so I'm going to try and find the best boxes that then I can stack up. It's only going to take 3 to 4 clutches, but that's going to do me for the first year or so. But I will do a bit more on this, a full review and a full video later on for anyone looking at these, because there isn't actually one on YouTube. So there we go, guys. Have any of you had experience using that white python incubator? I know it's small. It's going to start me off if it does me for the first 2 seasons, because I don't plan to have more than 3 to 4 clutches, and if they're well timed, there won't be much in the incubator at any one time. If I'm lucky, I'm obviously going to have to make something long term, much bigger, that's going to do me for the foreseeable future. But I'm going to do a full review on that incubator and let you know how I get on with it. It seems to be holding temperatures fairly well. There's only small fluctuations. Just for me, it's getting the right boxes to use for egg boxes, just perfecting that method to utilize space if there is multiple clutches going in there, and the boxes being right to do what they need to do for the eggs. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the support of the channel, and again for the support of me coming back. I'm still getting messages from people on Instagram chatting to me, and I love it. You know, the friends I've now made coming back in is just, in a short space of time, has been awesome. And PS, I'm actually starting to feel a bit better. As you know, if you've watched my first videos, I've been suffering with gastritis since February of this year, and it has, you know, crippled my life, for want of a better word. Constantly being in pain, not being able to eat properly the foods I used to eat. But I've been working very, very hard to get myself healed, taking some medication, and only just this past week or so have I started to feel like I'm improving, which is great. Let's hope it continues. Anyway, guys, take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next video.